Hey guys, this is TJ from Airsoft EC1. This will be our first video on this channel, so we hope it starts off good. Today we're going to be reviewing my personal gun, the G&G Gr15 Raider. So, yep, let's get on to it. Alright, to kick off the review, we're going to be going over the externals of this gun. This gun is mostly made up of a nylon fiber polymer. Other than the only metal parts on this gun is the rail system, the buffer tube, and basically most of the internals. So, starting with the crane stock, this is the nylon fiber plastic, which is completely different from the ABS plastic that you guys have seen on Walmart guns that breaks all the time. You know that. Has the rubber buttstock, which is really comfortable from what I've played with it. I've played with it for about a year now, and I love it. Yeah. It's got the nylon fiber grip. The whole body of the gun is plastic. It's got the dust cover that pops open and closed. This gun is a blowback gun, so that means every time you shoot and fire the gun, this bolt or simulation bolt will blow back every time you shoot like that. So yeah, the dust cover goes open and closed. I like to keep it open because it looks cool. But yeah, I actually put, this is not the stock trigger guard on here. I put a Cobra, just Cobra rounded trigger guard on there. But I love it. It's got this little, if you can see that right there, it's got a little like alcove right there that you can rest your finger when you're not shooting, which is pretty comfortable. I love it. Came with 2 in the box actually, which is pretty nice in case you have another gun that you want to put it on. So yeah, rail system, just flat, regular rails for airsoft gun, metal. It does have, the rail is kind of disrupted right here. It still does go all the way across, but it's not even with all the other little notches there. So if you want to, sometimes it messes up with putting optics right in the middle of the thing, but I mean, you're going to be putting them on here anyways. The optics, the iron sights that actually came with this gun, where it had a triangle front post sight, which I actually cut off so I could put these Rhino sights on there. I have these, they're about $50 and I love them. They're pretty simulation and bus sights, which are great. Yeah, and it came with a just a little, like, the charging handle, just like the back part of it. You can adjust it up and down, side to side for windage and all that. I usually don't have that with me right now. But yeah, the Rhino sights flip down and up, like basically same as endless sights, but yeah. This is actually the long version of the G&G Gr15. It comes with, you can get it in a CQB length, which the barrel ends about right here, and there's a flash hider. This is the long version, and then they have the extra long version, where the triangle front post sight would be in the same spot, but the rails would actually come out to about here, and the barrel would end about right there. I don't know what the exact length of them are, but yeah. This is not the flash hider that came with the gun. The flash hider that came with the gun is this orange one right here. I mean, it's plastic. I mean, I would not keep it on there. I just got the Noveski sound amplifier right here, and I love it. It's 14mm counterclockwise threads. So that's, I mean, most silencers or anything you're going to put on here, probably 14mm counterclockwise for airsoft. For sling swivels, it's got one attached right here, which I actually have my little end of my sling here. I just buckle it on when I want to play. It's got one right there. It's not ambidextrous though, it doesn't have one right there. And then it's just got this little swivelly thing up here that you can put 2-point on. It has 4 QD swing swivel mounts on the crane stock too, which is pretty nice, but it doesn't come with a QD mount for a sling, so it's just kind of a down part. But the selector switch is not ambidextrous. It has safe, obviously, and then semi-automatic and full auto. It's only on this side, it's not right here. It does not have functioning bolt catch, which I would love. My friend's gonna have it, and I play with it all the time. But yeah, I would love to get that, but it doesn't have it. But I mean, I'm not really complaining. It doesn't really do anything anyways. The magazine that came with the gun is actually a 450 round high capacity magazine by G&G. that if you actually compare it, it's a little bit longer than most other M4 Stanag type mags. The ones that I actually use the King Arms mid caps because I would prefer mid caps over high caps, which I actually have right here. But if you can see, I have a mag pull on here, but if you can see, the G&G one goes down here and this one stops right here, so it's about an inch longer than most other, but it's fine. But yeah, the all metal construction, I mean, I've had it for a while. Mine, I don't know anybody who's had a problem with them, but mine actually broke. I don't know what's the problem with it. It just doesn't feed anymore. I think some of the little teeth on the notch in there, when you crank it, it doesn't. Okay, so now I'm going to get on to how I run the gun and what accessories I use on the field. But before I mention that, there's a few things I forgot to mention, which is the price of this gun was actually, when I got it, was $210. I haven't looked at it since then. I'm not sure. I got it about a year ago, so I wouldn't know. I got it from Airsoft GI. Always order from them. I love them. Another thing I forgot to mention is the FPS. Out of the box, it shoots about, the box says it shoots about 335, but when I was at the field the other day croning it, I had only played one. I have a 9.6 intellect 1600 milliamp battery. I was chronering it and it was only clocking about around 300. So I mean, it's great for CQB. I would get the CQB version if you're only going to strictly play CQB though. But yeah, that's great. And then the battery installation, which the battery goes in the crane stock right here. All you have to do, put it in. It's really simple. There is some getting used to putting in. It might be a little difficult if you've never worked with crane stocks before. But so you have to make sure to get the nunchuck style crane stock battery, or any battery that says it'll fit in a crane stock. Nunchuck is the best. I got the 9.6 volt intellect 1600 milliamp battery. And so to take it off, there's two little notches right here and right here on the crane stock, and you have to push those in towards the gun. Push those in and kind of push up on them, and then the whole rubber butt plate will pop off. And then there's this other little piece that goes just down on the crane stock. You'll see that when it comes off though. Sometimes it comes off with this, but it's just like that, and it goes down in there. And then you can push it up. There's this little thing that comes with it that I would recommend using. It keeps the battery stable in there and makes it so it doesn't wobble around a lot when you're playing. You just take this wire, put it through the top one, like that, feed it through, and just kind of put here in how, put the battery in this little piece. So then there's 3 holes. 1, 2 for the actual battery. These will go in straight in there like that. Well, actually first I would retract the crane stock all the way. The crane stock, by the way, it has 6 positions. It goes from here all the way out to here and everything in between. But I would retract it all the way so you can get the wire leading to the internals. Connect the wire, obviously. And then put the these two, the battery part, in the 2 holes in the bottom, and then put the wires down in there like that. Just kind of wiggle it around to where you can retract the crane stock without it having any problems. And then take the crane stock all the way out, so then the wires will go down in there and you can push it in nice and smooth, just like that. Yeah. And then you should take this piece, put it straight back on the bus stop, take the rubber butt plate, put it on there, and now it's ready to shoot. Magazine out, make sure it's cleared, and then full auto. I'm not sure if this is batteries charged or not yet, so I wouldn't take that as the rate of fire. But yeah, that's how you do that. The accessories that I run on this gun is I run Rhino sights, which are flip ups that I actually replaced from the front post sight, as I mentioned earlier. The Magpul AFG2, which I love, very comfortable holding the gun and having it for a long period of time. I run the King Arms mid caps, as I mentioned earlier. They hold 130 rounds, I'm pretty sure. I put Magpuls on there, just easy access for my vest from the plate carrier. So yeah, put that on. And then I have is actually a scope rise mount that I have, but I actually use it, if you know what it is, as a RAS fix. There's the RAS and the actual body of the gun are not one piece, so it's two different pieces. So I kind of put it on there to just stabilize it. I mean, it just helps out so it doesn't wobble around. It doesn't wobble around anyways, but I mean, it keeps it so it's stable and it won't get loose or anything from getting banged around the field. But other than that, I think that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. There'll be a lot more videos to come. So yeah, thanks guys.